better than just standard.
It does archive all your... It has your fight profile, which mine looks lame because I haven't been willing to buy stuff for it or really unlock much. Fight stats, number of fights, wins, losses, win rate. That's ranked, non-ranked.
0.
Yeah, I don't get how that works, but that number of offline fights is just me, playing against the computer.
Yeah.
Let's see. Go back. Fight titles.
I feel like this might be a 30-minute access.
It might be.
We only used up 17 minutes.
Which is good, because that means we can do Final Fantasy for a longer period of time.
Yeah, because that needs a lot of time.
Because that needs, A, a lot of time, and B, I haven't started it yet, so...
Ooh, lots of talking.
Yeah. And then you saves all your replays.
Let's watch you analyze you getting owned.
Let's not. Then you have the achievements.
Which stops the game and pulls
Which
out.
it boots to a fucking different executable. Why they decided to do that, I don't fucking know.
What? It's not like on the 360 where it just opens an overlay?
Yeah. So...
Welcome to people who apparently don't know why the 360 interface actually kind of worked.
So, complete 5 dojo lessons, win 20 ranked with Jago. It's basically do the same stuff, but with the same different characters. At least a lot of it, anyway. Like, defeat 10 opponents in survival as Jago. Heal 10 or more opponents with instinct mode with Jago. So on and so forth.
Question, is the achievement points in Xbox One separate from 360?
Or
do they share the same number?
They share the same pool, so...
So it really doesn't mean much these days when you say, oh, I've got a 100,000 gamer score.
No, because watch. Yeah, that's mine. Okay. In fact, hold on, I'll go to achievements as a whole. So everyone, this is, I guess, the Xbox One and Killer Instinct version.
I've looked at this thing, and I really don't like it when they have pretty lame interfaces and I can't accomplish things in 2 or 3 steps.
Well, that's what voice control is for.
Yeah, but I like voice control to be like something like Google Voice Search or Siri, where
it complements a competent interface?
Yeah,
yes.
Like, in the case of, like, Android has a decent interface, and Apple has, and the iPhone has a great interface, and, voice command is just kind of like a nice feature, and it's like, sometimes you don't want to talk to it because you realize it might not work, and sometimes you just want to push a button. Here, I feel like, Connect is great, but that's mainly because you're forced to use it to make things happen.
For your Xbox One games, the achievements are right here. All your old 360 stuff is over here.
On the 360...
You're probably wondering why have you barely played Sleeping Dogs. It's because I beat it on PS3 and PC, and then they gave it to me for free on 360, and I was like, well, fuck it, why not? I played the tutorial. Halo 3...
What's the 2% you're missing?
I'm missing a 0.1, and I'm also missing one... for getting a kill tag. I think it was what was it? Well, let's find out. Let's find out.
Yeah, guys, sorry, we're not playing Killer Instinct right now. We're just exploring the Xbox One menu.
Alright, yeah. The 2 Vid Masters, which that one I can get anytime.
Yeah, but those are 0, though, so...
And then, on a Mythic map, get a Kill-tacular to get a ranked or social match.
So what is the Kill-tacular? 8 kills in a row?
4 or 5 within 6 seconds of each other.
Oh. Well, that's really... Yeah, I can see how that's never going to happen.
Yeah, you would... one thing I do like is they have featured challenge... Like, these don't give you gamer points, but if you want to get more out of your games, every game has some additional challenges for you to complete.
For example, Overkill on Titanfall. Play it too much, just so you can say you reach level 50 before March 2014.
Yeah.
Like the end of 2014.
Like, what's the Just Dance one? Welcome to Just Dance. For Welcome Mojo bonus, earn 25 stars.
That's not too hard. It's just you and Joe dancing for about...
like, a week. Yeah.
Yeah.
Killer Instinct. Defeat 7 different characters in online matches. So, we'll back out. So, those are the achievements for the game. And back to KI. Concept art, I haven't unlocked it yet, so... customization, customize each character. So, like, let's say we want to go to Jago's old uniform with its old color, but give him a keyboard for his weapon. The keyboard, yeah. If you want to do that, give him a keyboard for his sword. Or if you want to give him an actual
What
sword.
game does that remind me of, using a keyboard as a weapon?
Brutal Legend.
Yeah, that probably is it.
But we'll stick it. Yeah, fuck it, we'll give him that. And then you can give him all kinds of weird,
That just looks ridiculous.
Yep.
It's like, we're gonna give him a keyboard sword. Or, sorry, a keytar. You know what those things are, right?
Yeah.
I remember seeing those, and I'm just like, how do you actually play that? And I'm just like, oh, well, it's just the piano. You just...
It's upside down, basically.
Yeah.
So, there are leaderboards. I wonder if they have... So, there's most wins ever, which... that's survival mode. Okay. Best score... most wins... Oh, goddamn, I keep getting... It's ranked mode. There we go. Whoa. And his best character is Jago. Alright, let's see if there's a filter. Friends. Compound. Win streak. Most well. Alright, fight titles. Top KP earned. Alright, well, let's go online, I guess. We'll do a couple online matches and,
Yeah, the problem with fighting games is that there isn't exactly much to show except beating people up.
like, yeah, I could go
And in this case, we don't exactly have two controllers to make it...
super competitive.
Yeah, it's not like Smash Brothers, where there's like four people sitting here, or three people sitting here with a lot of modes to explore and lots of stupidity to enjoy.
Yeah, and I haven't played this enough to go into like the technical aspects of frame data and all that fun
we
stuff.
also don't have enough content to show.
Yeah.
Because this is one of those games where it's like, you can play to unlock or pay to unlock kind of things.
Well, no, I have to play to unlock. So you have to play to unlock.
Oh, okay.
A lot of that stuff is actually behind killer points. It's just it. Jesus. A lot of stuff is behind KP points. The only stuff that isn't are like characters and skins, but I get all those because I did the collector's edition. And then even if you don't do the collector's edition, you do the ultimate edition, which has all that stuff also. So
You should call it the Ultra Edition, really.
They should.
Just beat the
I
word
think
to,
that
just
I
beat
think
the
they
word
do.
to death.
I think they do. It's taking forever for us. Let's find out. Yep.
Ultra. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Combo breaker. Yeah. Premium is all the characters if you want to buy them separately and skins for them all. So like Orchid's retro costume. Like Jago's retro costume.
Yeah, I sometimes look at Killer Instinct at Gold and it's just like, yep, it is so 90s.
But then the rest of the stuff, like if you want to have all those, they're $500 a piece. Oh hey, I can finally buy the announcer.
Great!
No, God damn it! There we go.
I thought you bought the wrong announcer.
No. Alright, so let's go into options. Audio.
Ready.
Well, there's Chris and Mike.
There we go.
Such interesting names.
Alright. So, I guess there's just not that many people playing this game ranked. I don't know why, but...
It's kind of strange, but then again, Timefall did happen.
Yeah,
And, let's be honest here, dude. Like, a lot of people are going to be more interested in cars and guns than punching people in a really hard-to-learn game. Because
Yeah.
fighting games are hard to learn.
Alright, well, let's go to the exhibition match then. Search. Look, just search for someone who's going to beat my ass. That's all I want. Wish granted. Oh, God. So, can I believe it's having this much trouble, though? Like, that's surprising to me. But I guess everyone did move to Titanfall. Goddamn Titanfall. Damn you.
Yeah, Nick's not very happy to hear about our news that we can't use the PS4 for the time being. For the Xbox One, we just have to do some weird resetting.
Yeah. Which we'll pretty much have to do every... I'm gonna go with Jago. I at least somewhat know how to play him. The music for this is so good.
I also remember Killer Instinct 4 Gold. They really made it feel like an arcade. You've got 10 seconds to pick your character.
They still do that.
So that would always catch me off guard, and it's like, oh my goodness.
They still do that with this, actually. I was kind of surprised.
Spinal Stage in Gold was kind of really cool with all the skeletons rowing on a stormy sea.
Oh,
that
yeah.
was pretty darn awesome.
His one on this one's pretty neat. This is not his stage, though. This is Sadira's stage.
Who?
Sadira. She's a new character. Like,
Oh.
completely new. Yes!
It looks so wrong.
I'm from the 80s!
It's like, you got this really... Yeah, this guy definitely can block. Battery's played against Jago so often that he knows what to block.
Well, he is the free character in the free-to-play version, so I mean... Ah, Jesus.
I said the effects are kind of pretty cool, though.
That guy just dominated my ass.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah, that's another thing about fighting games I'm terrible at is counters. Three overheads. Ooh.
Oh, Jesus. And that's what happens when you...
Well, it certainly isn't like getting... Oh, ooh. Nice. It certainly isn't like fighting Glacius on Kyle.
Yeah. Kyle gave me the business. I'm not even
I'm assuming Kyle's like the guy that knows everything.
Yeah.
Because he literally made the game. If he is like the head guy at the team.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, we're about to see an Ultra Combo, everyone.
Well, I sure noticed that the music keeps up when the Ultra's going off.
I like how they kept his original laugh. Alright, yeah, we're gonna go to the main menu and do one more of those. Show a little KI Classic and call it a day.
Why would we want to show Classic?
Because it comes with it. And there's only one mode. So, we'll just go to that now.
Okay. It makes it much easier to switch between games.
It does.
Everything is its own executable. Because you must compete against Nintendo as far as using your own executables all the time.
And being stupid as hell, yeah.
At least on Nintendo's end, it's not as slow.
Yep.
Code Mystics.
Yeah. How old do you feel now?
It looks like a really basic... What, they just gave it a new menu and that's it, right?
Basically.
Classic.
1.4 of characters included a number of fan favorite glitches. Play the final 1.5D release of Killer Instinct. I love that. Yes.
Oh, the Rareware logo.
Killer Instinct.
I love it. Speed demons. So one thing I forgot to mention is because the first season of this is not completed yet, well, there's original Saberwolf, so...
Yeah, original Saberwolf, I guess the low detail didn't make me realize how weird it looked.
Yeah. Oh, gee, come on! Yep.
Yeah, see, you lose your health so fast right there. Oh goodness, this is like over in like 15 seconds. I love the sound effects. They're obviously 90s tech sound effects, but it's still really flippin' awesome. Especially Saberwolf's howl. That is just sweet. Actually, my copy of Killer Instinct Gold actually has this weird bug on it that I don't know if other people has had, but if you plugged in controller 1 and you turn it on, the game won't load. It'll just sit at a black screen. However, if you unplug all the controllers, the game will start loading again. And then once all that's done, you need to detect the controller so you can plug it in to detect the controller like USB. It's freaking unbelievable.
That's weird.
Yeah.
My copy just worked as you saw.
I just remember giving the game to my cousin saying, I can't get this game to work for some reason. And he said, oh, just plug the controller into controller 4. And then I found out you don't need to plug in the controller at all to start it.
Oh, Jesus. Oof. Alright, well, that's Killer Instinct and Killer Instinct Classic. What do you think, Anthony?
I think I would rather play Classic. I don't know, there's something about the new one that just kind of feels... I know they tried to modernize it, but in the process, it just kind of feels a bit too... little over-exaggerated, maybe?
I don't know. I really enjoyed it.
Maybe, then again, maybe what I'm expecting was a complete 90s
which,
game, which, to be honest, in today's day and age, you wouldn't really want to do that.
Yeah, one, you wouldn't want to do that.
Because in that case, you could easily argue, well, if you wanted a game that was exactly like Killer Instinct Gold, there's a game called Killer Instinct Gold.
Yeah.
Which I just plug in my Nintendo 64 and just play it.
Exactly.
I guess the style was a little bit off for me because it looked a little too exaggerated. Just like flailing motions, very exaggerated motions. Some details it didn't have, like freaking Rareware logo exploding was really awesome, and a burning main menu background. That was pretty damn awesome.
Alright, everyone. Well, we're gonna go boot up Final Fantasy X now.
Yeah, because Sony...
Yeah. Fucking so dumb.
Yeah.
So dumb.
You gotta use component cables too, low-end tech diff.
Yeah. Alright. Anyway, we'll see you next week.
That Rareware logo is so cool.
It is. It's fantastic.
It's like the coolest logo
I
ever.
love this music. It's pretty much the same as what we just heard.
Oh god, that CG.
But when this game came out, it was so high-tech. God.
Yeah, it was an arcade game, right?
Yeah, no, it was arcade
and
game.
It became an N64 game.
Yeah, a Super Nintendo game. That version wasn't nearly as good as the arcade ones.
Oh yeah.
And then it became an N64 game, which they took out some characters, but other than that, it was pretty much Killer Instinct 2. Anyway, so
that is so sweet.
We're calling it.
Yep.
Bye, everyone.
Access granted.